concerned with Corey messing with somebody's mental health, but there's pure Viking on Snapchat dropping a picture of my dying husband and his Facebook name.
They're not edited.
To mess with mine.
No, snap.
To purposely poke at somebody who's been 5150'd on purpose.
And that was just 2 nights ago.
This was 2 nights ago.
I've got messages of Viking admitting that he was going to do that to you.
Yeah. So we're really, really concerned with what Corey's doing, which
Sorry.
But we got Viking actually trying to actively poke a crazy person.
You know, and
See how they tried to say, "Oh, you all right with that, Corey?" Because that account said Boss Hog, and I thought it was Boss Hog, and should let him up.
let's not forget about that chat that Grow had a lot to say about Nina and her child. Remember that? But they're so concerned about people's mental health, right?
And I'm going to say that when I was in that chat where that was dropped, I said nothing. I never even said anything in there to provoke, nothing. And those people are still trying to poke at my mental health.
Let's also not forget about what the nasty stuff Grow said about Karma and her kids. They forget about all that, but we don't.
How the fuck are we going to hold Corey accountable for messing with somebody's mental health, which he didn't do, right? But they have somebody over there actively trying to push somebody over the edge. Somebody explain that to me. Explain it.
If you want to get technical, I mean, there was a recording of Viking telling people to unalive themselves, on the 22nd? Me and Nina.
Officially blessed. I absolutely did say what I said about his mother.
Hi, Joe.
After he said I touched my kids.
You know what? I am going to put all my shit aside and be very respectful, and I'm not going to say anything that she's in here because y'all are friends with her. But I just don't act. I'm gonna be respectful.
When are people gonna learn? When you go low, we're taking you to fucking hell.
And here's the thing, unprovoked, I had just been thrown into that chat and I was just watching it, right? And then Viking does that. I've done nothing.
Monster didn't say a word until that was shown.
When that was shown, I screenshotted it and still didn't say anything. How in the hell is Corey poking at somebody's mental health when they are actively poking at mine? And then May in a live right after that was laughing about what Viking did. They think it's funny.
Hello, Blended.
And that is a picture of my husband right there in the hospital dying.
As a matter of fact, since Blessed is in here because I'm on one, I got thrown in a group chat with Viking. And he was talking to me, telling me he was going to expose your husband and all this kind of shit. And listen, I said, no, you're not. I said, don't fucking do that. He's passed away. Don't sit here and drag somebody that's deceased. I did. I said, I don't give a fuck if it's
No, you don't have to leave, Joe.
Don't
leave. Joe, you don't have to leave.
I said I was going to be nice, but I'm not going to sit here and not let her know that I stood up for her.
But she don't have to leave. The more people that this is exposed to, it's important.
Oh, okay. Well,
Since I don't know Katie, just Katie. I don't know who she is, so I'm going to ask her a question.
I do.
Just Katie, are you in a relationship?
Yes.
So if I jump in your inbox and I engage with you and talk and I start flirting with you, is it my job to shut it down or is it your job to shut it down?
No, it's my job.
Thank you.
I think women have to set their boundaries.
And I'm going to say this. Hold on 1 second, Corey, because I know it's going to be brought up, right? The reason that they're going to say, oh, well, Monster was in a box when an urn was shown that said Viking's mom on it. Yeah, that was after you were live with a bag of ashes calling it my husband. After. I will sit in a box with an urn that says Vikings Mom on it all day because of the shit that you've done to me for no fucking reason other than to poke at me and my mental health. Knowing that I've been 5150'd over that situation. Wasn't I, Katie?
Yes.
You remember that. Katie and I have known each other for a very long time. She was around when that shit happened.
Huh?
These people are actively
There was no tie on it.
poking at somebody's mental health, trying to get them to hurt themselves, and they're blaming Corey for doing that to somebody else, and he's not doing it.
Yeah. No, and I think it was someone had made a profile and used a picture, and they said because of that they were going to come for you. And then what you told me.
Yes.
Listen, I never even knew the girl had said she had suicidal thoughts until she messaged me. She said, please don't play the recordings where I said that. She never said that to me. Not one time. Clearly, even I told Karma before some stuff come out that it was a touchy situation for me because I felt bad for her and wanted her to get help to get away from her mother, who she's saying terrorized her life every single day.
Motherfucker that fakes receipts, right? You stand behind the motherfucker that's lying to y'all, right?
No, they're all lying for him. That's what's sad, Hippie Sarah, is they're lying for him.
Oh, okay, May, like you
Well,
lied
you notice
for
how
the
you wouldn't drop that Addy.
5 account? Like you lied for fucking Amanda?
You notice how you wouldn't drop that Addy.
I
He said,
don't
oh, I'll be
know
there
what we're
next Friday
supposed to
and
be
Saturday.
defending.
You didn't tell me
what we're
where.
defending.
MJ wouldn't show up if had a chance. My God. Shut up. MJ. Sit down.
Go get a travel permit. Be quiet.
They have actively tried poking and
Oh, he is
poking at
lying.
a crazy person for weeks.
I want you, baby, and only you. Baby, I'm falling in love with you. What do you mean, like?
He doesn't even talk
Remember,
like that.
he never said that, right?
Oh, Corey wouldn't drop that Addy
Fucking-
in Atlanta.
You dumb fucking cunt.
Oh, but wait,
I did not even fall in love with my wife when I married her.
Corey's already dropped the Audi in Atlanta 3 times, so MJ, you're
Dude,
slow.
Corey is in love with my
times.
grandma,
Y'all like to
okay?
go real life.
Corey doesn't fucking talk like that. If you knew anything about him, which you don't, right? Because none of you have been friends with him, he doesn't talk like that.
I was not even in love with my son's mother when I married her.
Damn.
I'm confused. So even, let's say hypothetically he did say that, that shows a fuckboy tendency. Why are they making this so over dramatic and trying to say he's a predator?
Because they're trying to pull off from our live the other night.
Katie, you're okay.
That's what I'm confused about. Like, what's the point of all
Okay,
this?
hold on, y'all. Hold on, man. Pause that.
So this is what I'm getting. So Corey, you're quote unquote a predator because you flirted with somebody. Is that what I'm getting?
That's what I hear.
That's what I'm hearing too.
Corey, you know what?
Then how is Viking not? How's Viking
You know
not
who
a
the real
predator?
predator is here?
I'm gonna settle this. Shame on you, Corey. You're not allowed to do
When he
that.
deleted messages, if you got iPhone, you should know.
How is Viking not a predator then? Poking at somebody. Huh?
Where's that whole thread at, Corey? Hey, May, go ahead and play that thread.
That's not the whole thread, stupid.
There's his phone number.
Corey didn't make that girl do shit. She's the one that said, oh, I heard your voice in the song, and oh my God. How did Corey do that?
You sang to me, the sweet baby angel. That's not you, bitch.
I gotta mute.
You know what? She's really going to fall in love Saturday because I am dedicating my song to her.
May 19th. When they started texting. Pay attention
somebody drop
to the
Nina?
dates, y'all.
I will.
I'm absolutely dedicating a song to her Saturday.
Where'd she go?
That's what I'm saying, Double D's. Who gives a fuck?
You know what? You're not allowed to flirt. All right, from now on, you can only flirt with my grandma. All right, that's it, Corey.
Corey,
What's up,
keep
those
it
great
off
parts
the
on
app.
women?
please.
you breaking the person, buddy.
God
Actually,
knows.
really hard.
I
You're
would be
breaking
the first person. Corey,
fat son of a bitch.
would I cuss you the fuck out if I felt like you did something wrong with that?
Can you move your AC vent?
I definitely would, right?
Hang on a minute,
So-
Nina. He's messaging my grandma.
Damn it.
Well, I think
I feel like we need music.
either way doesn't matter. He didn't do anything wrong. He was a single man. He was talking to her. He changed his motherfucking mind because she's a batshit crazy hoe.
MJ, you're a fucking liar. You put a gun on his neck for lying.
Women, but yet can't meet a man and act
Scam money from the internet.
Why is he talking like Girl Queen with her stroke?
So I have the Corey sent me the whole fucking message thread, right? And there's nothing in there, anything they're saying right now.
Well,
The falling in love shit, those aren't in those messages.
One of the questions I asked her yesterday.
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna say something. I'm done with this bullshit.
Where are you?
There could be, listen, Corey and fucking all of the Reddit crew could be sitting here fucking calling some fucking pedophile out, but they gotta sit here and waste their fucking time on these idiots sitting here going, oh my God, Corey's a predator because he flirted with me and he lied. Oh my God, it's the end of the fucking world. Grow the fuck up. Move the fuck on. He don't want you, bitch. There we go.
Okay,
That's all.
Hey, Katie, can you mute for a minute?
No one
I
wants
want
me
to
because
make something clear. So, Bullet, back when me and you was good friends, close. Anytime that me and you spoke on the phone privately, was you in a vulnerable spot with the situation you had going on, man?
Corey, you have never.
No. Answer my question.
Sorry.
When me and you used to talk privately back then, was you in a vulnerable spot in your life with what you had going on?
Yeah.
Did I ever once do anything to you? Wait a minute first. Did I know that you was single?
No, you never did. Ever. Not once.
Okay. Did I ever do anything what they're trying to say I did to you? Since they say I only do this to people that are in a vulnerable state of mind.
No, you didn't. As a matter of fact, and I'm as much as I hate it, I don't know if it was you guys or your people or whatever, but when I was in a vulnerable state and you guys thought that I was going to hurt myself, you guys absolutely did call to do a check on me to make sure I was okay. And I have that on live, even though I hated it. That's the truth. That's the only thing you've ever done. And I don't blame anybody for doing that because I was in a vulnerable spot.
But you got people over there actively trying to poke for weeks. Somebody who's actually been hospitalized over a situation. Somebody explain to me who the predator is. Explain it.
And not only is
Common
it
client.
somebody, but Monster wasn't saying anything to Viking to deserve any of that. Monster wasn't saying anything really to anybody to deserve that. May picks and chooses at the people that I guess she feels hurt her the most, right? Monster, I don't know what her obsession was with Monster. She was like in love with Monster. But it's funny that all this shit just kind of piggybacked and just kept going and getting worse. And like Monster hasn't, like they could, like Karma, and I'm not saying that you deserve it, not just so don't take it this way, but Karma has said more shit to Viking, May, everybody, and she never gets her fucking credit, goddammit. I'm not saying I want her to, I'm just saying. Like,
I'm just trying to point out the hypocrisy, right? How is Corey
Well, no, I
a
think
predator?
I've gotten my fair credit from Viking where he's wished death on my children multiple times. I think I'm
Corey
good with
has
that.
never done anything on this app to purposely harm a single soul, but you got men over there attacking women for no reason, trying to poke at them to get them to hurt themselves. That is a predator.
You know, and I can second that because, you know, I've never fucking done a damn thing to fucking Viking. But yet he wants to go and tell me to go do what my brother did and all that kind of stuff. He wanted to auction me off in alive. Remember that?
You know, I'm going to say I have done things to him.
Sorry.
I personally have done plenty to him. But you know who hasn't? My children. The people that he likes to wish death on.
Right.
They haven't done shit to him.
That's why I'm saying, that's why I sounded so shitty when I said that, Karma. I didn't mean it the way it came out. Because I'm uncomfortably laughing, you guys. This is not
No, the
me
women are
laughing
the
'cause I
ones
think it's
that the women are the ones that don't give me my credit.
Listen,
Viking puts all the shit on my kids. It's weird.
right, that's what I mean. Like, it's always like he never actually really like came for you. It was never like him coming for you or saying certain shit to you.
No, look, they didn't the other night either when they were doing that whole roast thing. When they got to me, they talked about Marty.
Right, that's the only thing people can bring up. Or, but Monster, like, hardly ever said a fucking word. Your children never said a fucking word. And it's always the people that get it the worst that didn't do a fucking thing. Right?
I've started to realize, like with their morals, that if they hate it, I fucking love it. Because they like pedos. I don't.
listen, when Viking earned $100 off my name, right? Rodeo Mom goes, "Why are you just doing $100? Why don't we shoot for a uni? She's worth more than that." Like, I didn't even get commission.
Listen, I need to say something. Corey is a lot of things. Corey and I have butted heads before. Corey knows what his dick gets us in. But I'm going to tell you something. Corey is not a predator and would never, ever do what Viking did in this chat right here. Ever.
No.
I co-sign that.
Like, let me say this, like, it's if you're singing with me, like, it takes two people. It takes two people to be in DMs with each other. At some point, as a woman, even I've been fucking made to feel like someone cares about me that doesn't. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, I have to understand that this is the fucking internet. Right? So even if he was flirting, even if it was this or that, at the end of the fucking day, I'm not gonna go scream my mental health because a motherfucker on the internet don't want me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird to me. As a woman, you have to be stronger than that. Like, the fuck? How are you making it with everything that you do have going on? If you can't, if this is just breaking you apart, the month-long conversation you had with Corey, I don't understand. That's so fucking weird to me.
I mean, I think as women, we can all agree we've been with a man at some point in our lives that didn't return feelings.
No, the fuck.
Yes.
No, I learned how to climb the corporate ladder, and I've just stayed on top.
But you're a fucking whore. You know, that's a difference.
It sucks, but it doesn't make him a bad
here's the good
person.
news. Here's the good news. We have.
It doesn't make him a predator.
We've learned the new rule. So now anytime something doesn't work out, we get to go live and we get to bash them about what a predator they are.
But I had a question.
Because it didn't
I put
work.
it in the chat 3 times. Ashley was supposed to read it. She hasn't read it. She's fired. I'm tired of her.
You know what? Jizzy told us? Jizzy told us that Viking was a predator towards Ashley. That's what I do know.
My question was this.
I didn't
So did his niece.
If Corey
Jizzy
is
told
a
me that he
predator,
raped her.
If Corey is a predator, what the fuck is their saving grace, Matt?
I'd also like to point out the fact that the same person that did the exposure on Viking and his niece is the same one trying to do this smear campaign against Corey.
And let's really, like, where is Giselle? Because, like, for real, I ain't even said nothing to you, Giselle, because I really did care about you. You weird motherfucker.
The bottom line is,
you fucking said that Viking and Ashley scammed you out of money, buddy. The fuck are you doing?
Giselle's got real big balls.
On some real
now.
shit, Giselle, wherever you are, this is Nina talking. What the fuck are you doing? You said they scammed you out of fucking money. What the fuck is wrong with you right now?
She's busy cutting off all her hair.
That's
and claiming that
wild to me,
Lots of
man.
Love did it.
Max, Carmack.
You came over here and we cared about you and you fucking cried to us about everything that Viking and Ashley did to you, them taking your money, all of it. For you to go and do, so that lets me know, so was you lying to me as your friend? Was you lying to me, Giselle? Because I still have yet to give it to you, baby.
Viking
was
owes
you
me
lying to
commission.
me?
I just want everybody to know that Viking owes me commission.
Am I echoing?
No, ma'am.
Oh, perfect. See, I'm on my husband's account because he's driving. So
I was like, damn, Mr. EPM's coming up. We all in trouble.
no, but I listen, at the end of the day is what I said. Who cares? Who cares who he was talking to? He probably felt gross when she sent a picture of the shrooms on her lap. It's like, that's gross, right?
Yeah, and I want to know why that's not in that screen share or whatever the fuck Mimi's over there sharing.
Right? Where's that picture? Here's the other thing. Who cares? Mimi, who are you pregnant from? Is he single? Is he single?
He's single now. He's single now, but she was having an affair with him when he was married.
We're not calling that out, right? Hey, and when they brought up what I said not a taken man, a married man is sending dick pics to people on the internet. But you're calling...
And they said nothing about it.
Nothing. They dropped it. You notice how quick that was, right? You sent a dick pics to women on the internet and he was married, is what I called out. And you guys said it's none of our business, but you're out here calling Corey out, a single guy, for talking to another girl in DMs, saying you're... What? Where is it weird? Like, are you gonna...
So, as a single mother, which Corey's a single father with their child with them, 100%, right? I'm sorry. Once a person shows me they do illicit drugs, I
Being
say no.
disrespectful, her or you?
Who, me?
No, not you.
Oh my God.
James or common client? Who was disrespecting his relationship? Him or her? Because if the conversation became inappropriate and they had to check themselves on it, somebody was, right?
Both of them were. Because he didn't stop it from the beginning.
But I thought she doesn't do that. He's sworn up and down she doesn't do that. But he admitted that it happened, so he was the one disrespecting his girl?
Listen, MJ, if you're going to call me, let your number come through, pussy. Don't be a little bitch your whole life.
And that's the other thing. And that's what I was trying to say. Like, you guys are calling Corey out, who was single, because he talked to a girl for a month. And because he said, you're going to make me fall in love with you. Where did he say, I am in love with you? Where did he say, I love you? He said, you're going to make me fall in love with you. Where is that I'm in love with you? Like, come on, guys, you're pulling the stretch here. And please, until you stop fucking around.
That's flirty.
Stop.
The mission now should be to actually show who predators are, right? I.e. biking, people that actually try to poke crazy people into hurting themselves. That is my goal now.
I'm just going to call it like it is. It's a deflection for me. They have attacked almost everybody in these boxes, but they haven't attacked Corey like this yet. Now they have an excuse and a reason to come after Corey. So now they're doing it because nothing else fucking works.
But it doesn't matter because they look ridiculous if they're not going to call AP out. He's married. They said to me, it was none of my business.
Nina wants a box.
Business.
You could drop me.
So
No, drop me. I'm at work.
Why
just drop me.
For AP to send dick pics being married to women across the internet, but it's not okay for Corey to have a conversation with a woman for a month? How is that okay?
I don't know, but
Corey. Weird.
I'm just going to say this. Common client, you would have been better just keeping it quiet and saying, look, I will not let someone press me. I had to lower my standards for. You know what I'm saying? That's how you handle that shit. Because coming to the internet, crying about someone just talking to you or making you feel however he made you feel, whatever the fuck, even if he tried to make you feel some type of way, it would have been better as a woman for you just to stand up and be like, fuck it, right? Like, this just made you look really fucking weak, which opens you up as a target, not necessarily for me, but for motherfuckers that prey on the weak, yo.
And it's
You're
gross
getting preyed
because
on,
they're
babe.
exploiting her heartbreak for their own purposes. They don't really give a shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point as a woman, you gotta stand up and realize, like, you just let this motherfucker hurt your feelings. Like, handle your business, bitch. Stand up. Handle your fucking business. I ain't about to let no motherfucker I had to lower my standards for talking to on the internet fucking press me like that. You got me fucked up. That's some weird shit to me. Just because somebody was talking to somebody, like, get the fuck out of here. That's weird to me. If you're gonna get your feelings hurt over a motherfucker man on the goddamn internet, girl, you got to get some tough skin, yo.
But I agree. Maybe we should be talking about what Viking does. You sit with Viking, who threatens women and children, who posts deceased. Yep, right there. Who posted
That part.
somebody's dying husband, and thought that was okay. We're gonna talk about somebody's conversation of two single people, but we're not gonna call Viking out for making threats against women and children, making fun of SA, making fun of a dying husband. Come on.
And then May going live after he did this and laughing like it's funny.
Yeah, it was funny. It was a good time.
So they think that Corey's poking at somebody's mental health, but you actually have this man attacking me unprovoked in a chat where I hadn't said a thing, EPM. Nothing.
I know you weren't even.
Hello, Miss Baker.
You know, and Viking is such a damn hypocrite. He sits there and he bashes people in the chat, and then turns around and tries to make turns around and tries to make amends with him, and then I wasn't talking to you. I ain't never been talking to you. What? You just literally tried to make amends with me, and then you're gonna bash me? The fuck? Like, this dude is weird.
No questions about what went on between Corey and Common Client should be addressed or answered anymore, because it doesn't matter what we say. Their narrative is their narrative, and it doesn't matter anymore.
That's my thing. Like, when did something like this become between, oh my God, like, it's like people watched and flocked to Common Client to not only fucking expose, but like they're somebody's exposing her own fucking heartbreak right now. Like, let that sink in. Like, y'all are so
Not
weird.
only that, she looks like a desperate bitch. She's writing him paragraph after paragraph, and he got like 3-4 letters in there.
Let's ask the question. Why do you look so desperate, Common? It's because you are letting people exploit what you say is a heartbreak.
Mystery Blackball just said, what about the mental health of the wife that May had an affair with her husband?
Oh, I don't know nothing about no affair or mental. What? Where did that come? Am I like still episodes behind?
Yeah, you're about 2 months behind.
And
the sad part about that, Nina, is you was actively in the chat and actively on the lives when that was put out there.
I was?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Oh. See? I just be... Look, listen. So, I'll be in and out. Y'all already know this about me.
All right, so I'm going to point out the obvious. This bitch has been in love with 3 men in a month. But Corey's a predator. She's been in 3 different men, 2 of them who were in full-blown relationship, and she knew it, overstepping boundaries, not giving a shit about their girlfriend's mental health, about some chick telling their man, I love you. She's been loving 3 different, 4. Somebody said in the comment section, there is another man that doesn't want to come forward yet, in a month. So tell me who the predator is. This female who keeps coming into these men's DMs. Oh God, I just love your voice, and I'm just having these feelings and wanting them to be some sort of fucking savior for her. Meanwhile, crying about her mental health. So the math is not mathing. And I don't know if growing them went to her. I kind of believe that she went to them because she's been trying to go to everybody about Corey did this and Corey did that. But, we forget she was also within the last month in love with 2 other men, overstepping her boundaries, knowing that they were unattainable men. But Corey's the predator.
Fox lizard us. So nasty.
And she is pretty much, you're absolutely right, a female version of AP.
Karma, he said, Cormatic, he said, he needs you to calm down with that talk. He's falling for you.
How about the 17 men that Gro's gone after her entire TikTok career, and then dragging them right after? How about that? Who's a predator now, Gro? You prey on men and get with them, and then when it goes bad, you drag them all over the app. Who's the predator, Gro?
I've never been a person like you keep your personal at some point as a woman, it's embarrassing that you fall for all these men and then you have to drag them. I don't know. That's just that's. Oof.
I mean, it's weird that we conveniently forgot she's been in James's DMs, falling for him, but now he's her big homie because he had to correct her.
What word?
And then immediately after, she was falling for Marty. She loves him. And then he had to correct her. I mean,
Wait, I'm sorry. Give me a
Look at
recap
Uncle
about this because
Fester
I
in the
didn't
chat.
hear any of this. What happened?
Who sounds slow using what word, Uncle Fester? I'm confused. I know you ain't talking to nobody in these boxes.
Wait, she was falling. She said that she was falling for James?
they were acting very inappropriate
Is that
until,
what? Okay.
yeah, until they both had to stop it because he's very much in a committed relationship, has been for years. So, and she knew that. I mean, everybody knows the landlord, but that didn't stop her. That she didn't give a shit about the landlord's
What
mental
the
health,
fuck?
right? She was very inappropriate with Marty. No one needs with Karma. I guess she didn't give a shit about Karma's mental health, right? Putting the pressure on these men, making them feel awkward, that you can't even say nice words to this girl. God forbid you say hello to her or sing a song at karaoke. I love his voice. I'm in love with him. And then sending the song to Corey. How many times did she send you that fucking song?
Dear. I'm so
If
confused.
you have mental health issues, maybe you need to take care of that and learn to love yourself instead of looking for love for strange men on the internet that you're never going to meet. Learn to love yourself, bitch.
Heal to the point where if you're in a chat and stuff gets dropped, like really traumatic events get dropped and it doesn't phase you, right? But the point is pointing out the hypocrisy of predators on this app that are actively trying to get people to hurt themselves. Actively. And you want to say Corey is bad?
You know,
Oh my God.
maybe another live replaying Vikings words again needs to be done.
Listen, I have the video cut down of him with the ashes. I have everything. You guys are just going to keep poking over here and we're going to keep showing what pieces of garbage you are. That's what we're going to keep doing. You aren't going to silence us.
No, and that's what they're trying to do. Because
It's not gonna happen.
after that live, we didn't say nothing about them. All we did was let them speak for themselves and use their own words. And they have had their panties in a wad ever since. And thinking, oh, this is going to be a deflection. Now look over here, look over here. No, we still have more videos. Want to talk about predators? Let's talk about predators.
Weird. Fucking weird. Fire Lily. I don't know. To me, arguing with these bitches anymore, it is hard to argue with narcissistic humans, right? That even make you question yourself, like, did I do that? Am I a piece of shit? Like, what? When did that happen? They made it sound so good. Like,
you don't have to argue with them, Nina. All we have to do is continue showing their own words. That's it.
At that point, you're abusing everyone in your chat. You're abusing everyone outside of your chat with your fucking pathological lies. It is not fun to argue with pathological liars. And
who you telling?
Like, yikes.
That's why I say, let them talk. Because the more they talk, the more they tell on themselves.
So even
And
that
the more
chat,
they tell on each other. I mean, Jesus Christ, I just dropped 4 videos of Grow exposing MJ. And MJ exposing Grow.
even that chat the other night, that chat that everybody was talking about, like I was in it, right, and didn't even realize half the shit everybody was saying I was there, but that chat people were saying was everybody got added to a jump chat. That's not even. It was not.
Thank you, Katie.
And like, I don't know.
And here's the thing. Not only was Grow exposing MJ, she's exposed Viking for being abusive to women. May May has exposed Viking for being a predator towards his niece and other young females. Like, there's so much that they have done and said about these people, but we are worried about Corey.
Yeah, I accidentally exited out of my TikTok. I apologize.
That's what's funny to me, Monster, right?
I had a special visitor.
Is everybody. Here's the problem whenever it comes down to Grow, right? You are all of these nasty things if you're not taking up for them. And at that point, Viking wasn't taking up for them. So they had to do that. MJ wasn't on their side taking up for them. So they had to, Girl Queen had to expose MJ because he was sitting with May May and her and May May were fighting. And, you know, it's so fucking wild to me that the second someone's not taking up for you, all of a sudden, they're all these nasty things. But then whenever they're like, oh, well, this is wrong and it happens to fit your narrative, then they're your best friend and everything you said prior to that is just to be forgotten. No, if you call a motherfucker an abusive piece of shit, and you prove that, bro. Like you proved Viking, along with everybody else, proved he was an aggressive, abusive piece of shit. You proved that, bro. But now
it's okay now, though.
He's not because he's taken up for you.
Yeah, he's the mouthpiece.
I guess Viking isn't sexualizing May May's daughter like she accused him for months of doing, right?
Facts.
I don't know. That's just, I mean, that makes everything
weird.
And just like Giselle, like I'm very fucking upset with Giselle. Cause like, bro, you was crying to me, talking about how they fucked you out of money and they weren't good friends. They were just using you. All of this shit. So did everything you tell me, it makes it look like everything you told me up until this point was a fucking lie, yo.
So let's not forget, wait a minute, Giselle said, or tried to pawn off, that Viking raped Ashley. It was Corey that and the Wreck-It that stuck up for Viking on that and said, we didn't believe that. It was Giselle that wanted to push that narrative.
Like, what the
Giselle don't even want to be over there with him. Giselle wants to be over here with us so bad. That's why she's still messaging people concerned of why she got kicked out, but other people can go in other boxes.
I want to make this clear. Giselle, you won't never have to eat crow to get information, right? You won't never have to eat crow from somebody over here. We say you eat fish heads, bitch. Fuck them and feed them fish heads, ho.
That part.
And if you think that we are going to let you run around this app talking shit like that, putting stuff like that on Corey's name, you're highly mistaken. I'm going to tell you that right now. He does enough. He does enough on his fucking own. He does enough on his own. We don't need to be throwing out lies and accusations on somebody.
Yeah, like fucking people's mama.
Oh my God.
Along with Monster. We fucked people's mama.
It's just, we need to start paying attention to who the real predators are, and it is nobody over here.
No. Sassy's taking us to Time Croc. Crime talk.
And I also, and some of the girls know about it, but I just there's this new drama happening. I'm not going to mention who it is here, so that they don't follow
Why?
us.
Them funky bitches follow us.
But Crime Talk is no joke. Those motherfuckers
That's
be
what I
really
was about to
investigating. So
say. Don't tell them where we're going because then
no,
they'll
we're not
be
going to say
there.
where.
That ain't really where we're going. I'm just throwing them off.
Oh,
I was thinking about a trip back to Keith Talk, BFF.
Yeah.
I wasn't there when y'all went there.
Actually, we're changing it. Listen, I'm getting everybody a SIM card from a different country, and we're going to that country.
love you, JL. No, we're going back. I don't want to go back. I want to go explore the fake babies.
Fuck no, them weird
Remember that?
motherfuckers.
They boot too fast.
Yeah, they
Listen,
bought me a sassy.
I don't want to take the chance of running into JB.
What happened to her? What name is she under now?
I have no idea.
Listen, y'all, we can last in those lives with them fake baby dolls as long as Sassy don't get in a box.
Well, this shit ain't like it is no joke when we say this shit ain't fun no more. Like it's not.
It's not.
Fun.
I'm not having fun at all.
I had fun today. I don't know about y'all.
Well, no, I'm just saying in general, like Girl Queen and Mimic, they're boring because they're not fighting fair. They fight with pathological lies.
Yeah,
it's repetitive, is what it is. They just keep saying the same shit, and then they turn on each other in a couple months or so. They'll be turning on each other.
And this is how you know. Hold on. This is how you know May's lying, right? Somebody's trying to talk, and she's in her box going, absolutely, absolutely.
You sound good. Stop! Don't do it
I
ever
fucking
again.
hate you. Hey, can y'all know how y'all made the impersonations of me and everybody? Can I get you to do that monster as an impersonation as May telling somebody that she
Absolutely. You don't get to talk over here. Absolutely.
You sound just like her.
She does.
Listen, Heather, we can go back to the baby dolls, but we can't take Sassy with us as long as she don't get in a box. Sassy got hell no, Sassy, you're not getting in a box.
Absolutely.
Listen, we was doing so good over those baby dolls. Then Sassy got in a box and asked them what time they put them to bed. And they talked about the story about Donna putting Steve-O's kids to bed at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they kicked her. Oh, and then they started fighting the baby dolls.
What was that one
They
troll
said
that
you
we
had
did?
the baby dolls beating each other.
Yeah.
What was that one troll that we did, Corey, where we were going in lives and we were telling them that you did something? What was it? Baking?
Baby doll protective services.
No. When we would go in the other lives and you were the cult leader, and do you remember that?
I gotta go.
Was it the baby dolls?
No, it was.
I think it was like the home wrecker thing.
Yeah, it was the homewrecker thing.
Yeah, and that he was like, I make sausages or something weird like that.
Yeah, we're talking
No,
about
I make cheese. I told her I make cheese.
Yes, he was a cheese maker homewrecker. You guys, listen, when we go troll lives, it's the funniest thing because we all go in there just boom, 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 one after another on our Reckitt accounts. And these people's eyes get all big. They're like, what the fuck?
All these Reckitt people, where'd they come from?
Who are these Reckitt people?
I gotta
Y'all
say
just
this for
keep
Monster.
killing in the lives, so it brings excitement to their lives too. So it's
hella
fun.
funny. It's so fun.
So,
We need to do that.
Monster, what do you think it would be if May definitely bought a purse? Would she would definitely lie about it, but say absolutely, and then 2 months down the line say, "Well, I told you absolutely."
Oh
Is that how it would be? You think so?
No, she usually says,
Yes.
I never said that. I never said that.
Cheese is skincare
Buy
product.
that purse.
I didn't say that.
I said.
Now, I've got the hour and a half recording. I never said that. I have the hour and a half screen recording.
She says, are you sure? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Monster, you remember that one live we went into and she said, oh no, y'all not gonna wreck my live, and we didn't even get a chance to say anything.
Yes. Oh my God, all of us would go in there once and we'd be all Reckitt crew coming through and they get so scared.
It all got started with that Cassie chick. Remember her, Sassy?
That shit was so
I remember her.
She was gonna leave her husband.
Yes, she was just sitting on live drinking and chilling.
She said, "I'll wait. I'll wait." She said, "I'll wait." Oh my God! Why can
Cassie, you can't get in this box and talk over everyone else.
I think she would blame it on me or you, Monster. We were the ones that made the man buy the purse.
And Nina, absolutely.
God damn,
Or
you're
she
so
does,
disgusting.
it was the Nicole that.
You got to do her like she did yesterday. It was Savage that started that.
Oh my god. She never. You ever realize that she never does anything?
Oh my God, Monster. Boss Hog coming this live.
You're not going to blame Grow Queen for buying that purse.
Boss Hog coming this live, Monster, and I swear to God, it was like talking to May May. He answered my question with a question.
I did just the Grow Queen one.
It literally took 10 minutes to get him to say one thing.
Damn it, I said, no offense, Boss Hog, I don't know you, but you just literally made me lose a whole bunch of brain cells just listening to you.
Oh my God. Section 8 was we were all dying. When he came in the box, I immediately wanted to drop, but I was like, he's going to ask him a question, is going to be over with and done. No. He just kept on, Boss Hog just kept on and kept on. And finally, I think Bullet and Rodeo Mom, so I was like, thank you. Thank you all for saying something, because I'm sitting over here dying.
He finally answered a question after 10 fucking minutes.
No, you can tell May May is also lying too when she's like, you know, like she'll say it like 107, and she does it in that southern ass, real southern accent.
BFF, I bought that purse and I'm gonna wrap it around your fucking esophagus.
She's probably in a private call right now, crying and screaming at the top of her lungs, saying she's so sick of Recca and they're triggering.
Miss Lobby.
And then we got Grow. Wreck it! You're gonna play for everything on the internet. Wreck it! Corey, let her talk. Let her talk, sassy. Oh my God.
My turn.
Look, somebody come in with my phone number.
Oh man.
Look.
Let's call him.
I haven't pulled up to block. Should I block it or no?
Oh, fuck it, leave it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
If your
I didn't
mental
realize.
health,
I just saw this.
listen, if your mental health is good enough to handle a motherfucker that really don't want a relationship but will make you feel like you want one, call that number.
Listen, for a good time.
New her.
Listen, you're not spreading around a number that nobody has. We all have it. Good try, though.
And I
Every
sent
female
an
on the
invitation
internet
to
has it,
join.
buddy.
All you're doing is making more contacts for him. So, I mean, you're defeating the purpose if you want everyone to be afraid of him. Yeah?
Uncle Fester is calling you, Corey.
Uh-oh.
Long as you send me good messages and good morning hellos
And he likes to see shrooms in laps.
And moose knuckles.
Oh!
Got your nose.
got your nose. It's so wholesome.
Did we ever?
That was very
Hold on.
Fire Lulu, we've already had this conversation. We live in the same state, not far from each other.
Did we ever figure out what the thumb represented?
Somebody's moose knuckle.
No, that was between the new moose knuckle. I want to know what the fucking thumb represented.
Please do.
Hold your hand out.
Wait a minute. Didn't May May say there was a taint up there? That's why you could wipe back to front?
Oh, damn it.
God damn.
Why is the taint protruding?
Oh, my God. 8675309.
Listen, if your taint is protruding, I'm going to need you to call that number and explain it to him, because he can help.
8675309.
Yes.
God damn it.
We already deleted that account, too.
Not the taint.
Listen, I don't know if it's...
there's the picture. Somebody explain to me, if you're showing a moose knuckle, right? What does the thumb represent? What is coming out of there? Tell me now.
I'm not saying.
What is it?
It's what happens when you wipe back to front.
Oh my Lord! It's
the
infection.
buildup.
It's the infection.
The taint is tainted.
James, what were you doing there, buddy?
Whose hand is that? What is that?
That's James. That was James describing her when he said he's seen her
business.
James seen her business?
Yeah, and you know who hasn't seen her business?
She did it all on a live.
You know who hasn't seen her business? Corey, the predator.
Nope.
Yeah. And guess what, Nina? I just found out today that James admitted to their conversation being inappropriate. And he had to stop it.
Do you
So
know
it looks like
how
Common Client is a fucking whore.
Do you know how uncomfortable that fucking live was with James in the box last night when May realized that he was preying on her too? Did y'all see that part of the live when
James saw her face?
When James was describing when he asked her if she's ever played with herself?
What?
Mm-hmm. And May's eyes got all big. And he's like, no, not like that. Not like that. And May even knew in that moment that he preyed on her too.
No, he was asking her if she'd ever pleasured herself. And she said, no, I don't like myself. He said, no, not like that. And he said physically. But Monster, the thumb, that's the little man in the boat, hon. But hers is a big fat man in a boat.
What's a little man in a boat?
What? Are you serious right now?
What are you talking about?
BFF! Like, what is going on right now?
Do y'all not know what the little man in the boat is?
You don't know what that is right there?
BFF, I need you to
comes out.
message-
She has an outie, not an innie.
You need me to what, Nina?
I need you to message in Nina language what the fuck is going on right now.
Oh my God, I don't even know. What's happening? Somebody explain to me.
Okay, hold on. Make a Corey big again.
Are we talking about the lips, or are we talking about the actual?
She just told you in the chat the kitty
actual
clam.
inside is an outie.
The kitty clam.
It's an
What
outie.
happens if somebody messages you? You call it a moose knuckle, but what happens if somebody messages you and that little dangly thing that hangs in front of the little vagina part is a moose tongue?
Okay,
I need a whiteboard.
I need to explain
Y'all ever
though
seen a moose
really
tongue?
quick. We just grazed over the fact that May's face said everything when James was in that box last night talking about him asking her if she's ever pleasured herself. Okay? If you rewatch that live, May's face, in that moment, she realizes that he had a sexual conversation with her.
What?
And that she was exposing Corey for something he didn't do, and it was actually James.
So James is over there with May and them?
He was.
He was in live with them
last night. He was in the box with him last night.
What the fuck is going
They
on?
said that.
I'm just
And
going to
he
need
said
everybody
that-
to text Snap and get the picture that I have and everybody green screen it, you know?
And Nina, and he told them that they could put their differences aside since they have something that they're going after something in common.
And right before that, Nina, May was live and told everybody that James told her to put a 45 in hers and her daughter's mouth.
Oh my God.
And he still hopped up in that box.
Oh,
To put the differences aside. But instead, what you did, James, right, was you exposed that you had a sexual conversation with that person who you claim is mentally disabled, and she should be approached with caution and all of this stuff. Why are you asking that woman if she's ever pleasured herself?
Self-love. Let me tell y'all females, self-love. If you can't love yourself, you can't love a man on the internet.
That's not what it was about. He asked her. No. He asked her if she's ever pleasured. That's not what it was about. I'm sorry. They can try to make it sound like that all they want to.
Well, let's listen to this recording. Hold on.
Hi, Beer Gang.
I screenshotted it.
Everybody listen to what he says.
I logged back into my Snapchat to have a conversation. Or no,
I logged back into my Snapchat to send Corey a screenshot from Jersey's live. These apps be intermingled. I didn't know that that's what it was when I got up here.
Common client.
I didn't know none of this.
Yeah.
But my first interaction with anybody from TikTok or on Snapchat was through Corey.
Absolutely true.
Right.
She's a creep.
Did they get her account? He is a creep for sure.
He's a creep. What he did to Common Client was unfair.
Absolutely.
I was put in the same position. I could have did it to her.
Oh, what was that? Hold on.
Absolutely.
Listen.
I was put in the same position. I could have did it to her.
Oh, hold on.
Who's the predator?
Absolutely.
Hold on. Listen again. Third time.
I was put in the same position. I could have did it to her.
Absolutely.
I was put in the same position. I could have did it to her.
Wow.
Did you get anything else from that live? Because he goes on to explain how he had a conversation with her in
where is that
DM
recording?
about pleasuring herself.
Yes, and he was talking about it sexually. He said it. He said it himself.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, like you should do it yourself, so you know what you like. Shit like that.
He said, he busted himself out and said, how am I supposed to know what you like if you can't tell me what you like?
Wow.
That's what he said to her.
His words was, I was put in the same position and I could have done it to her. What position would you put in James by her?
Uh-oh. This is crazy.
Is it on that same part? Hold on.
Toward the end of him being in there. And Maymay's face is just like, oh my God, I can't believe he's saying this in my box right now.
Apps. I didn't know. Here. I didn't know none of this.
Yeah.
But my first interaction with anybody from TikTok or on Snapchat was through Corey.
Right.
She's a creep.
Did they get her account? He is a creep for sure.
He's a creep. What he did to Common Client was unfair.
Absolutely.
I was put in the same position. I could have did it to her.
We know you better than that, though, James. You don't disrespect your relationship.
And
What?
real talk, there's been plenty of situations where I could have.
Pause. If Frankenstein would have ever been in anyone's DMs asking her if they pleasure themselves, we would have a problem. A big one.
Huge problem.
That is a problem.
Yeah.
Continue.
Wasn't an option with Nicole because we've always ever been just friends. But with Nina, it could, I could have disrespected my relationship. And guess what me and Nina never did?
Never disrespected your relationship.
Because Nina knew you were a weirdo.
And the first thing Corey brought up when I mentioned his name as a weirdo, he said, I disrespect the landlord with Nina.
You did.
Me and Nina have never had a personal conversation.
That's for him to even do to his own people. To
his own friend.
That is true. We never had a personal
I gotta go to the bathroom.
conversation.
I gotta get up early in the morning, so call me.
I would go out at the end of the day, right?
No, I think he just said that, he wasn't into you like that.
Listen, do you know why you didn't have,
you know what I'm saying?
Do you know why you didn't have a personal conversation with him? Because in that conversation, right? I was in there, but I had to go because I was uncomfy as fuck. But Corey went in there because you were uncomfy, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Corey went in there to make you
it
feel
never
safe.
happened. That's why. Because people were uncomfortable with you.
The only reason I messaged Corey because I was uncomfortable because I don't you know, I don't want to disrespect. Like, I didn't want to disrespect.
Oh,
Like,
sorry.
Yes.
Here we go.
I be sending her wild pictures. My leg be up like this. I be knowing. I know what time to send the picture to her. But I don't send them pictures to nobody.
He's talking about his landlord.
To no one but her. You gotta learn. And do you remember when we had the conversation where I said to you, have you ever pleased yourself? Like, do you please you? Do you know what makes you happy? And do